Alright, did that fix it? Okay, we're gold. So, what is up, everyone? So, this is the end of the season. I apologize for. I may have to edit that later because there's like 6 minutes of no audio. I was trying to figure out what's going on. But here we are. So, we are going to sim these games until about probably here. And then we're going to go through the awards on another video. But so this is the end of the season. Let's look at the playoff picture real quick. So it looks like that we still have two teams from the East that need a playoff berth. If things shape out the way they are, it'll be Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. That could change. And for the West, we still got some seeds that need to be determined. Denver's out though. I don't think there's a way they could come back. And we'll do that for this too. I would say the Sharks, the Owls, and probably the Skyliners are eliminated. It's just going to be probably between Atlanta, Cincinnati, and Pittsburgh for the final two spots. So, if you want my early predictions, I think it's going to be just like how it is here. I don't think this is going to change. St. Louis, it would be a stretch for them to come back. I'm going to say the Hammers are probably out too, but I could see Vegas making a push right here. They've got one of the best players on their team. So without further ado, let's just get into this simulation. We just did these two games. We did this game on Wednesday, did this one today, and now we're going to get into this one. So we're going to let this simulate and just kind of let this play out. And the Admirals take it 96-93, and that should give them a playoff berth. We're going to have to see. Let's simulate through the day. And let's see what the playoff picture looks like now. It doesn't yet, but we'll have to see. We'll definitely have to see. We're going to sim some more. It looks like there's no games on this day, so we'll keep going. So we got the Blues and the Outlaws. Let's sim that one. See who wins that game. And the Outlaws take it. Wow, that's kind of surprising. So the Outlaws take that one. Let's see if the Admirals can keep their winning streak going. And wow, a tough game for the Admirals, but they do take that win. Hard-fought battle. I mean, the Predators this season, if you look at their games, it's all been really, really close. So I think if they can get a coach in here, they could probably turn this thing around for sure. So let's see. Let's check the comments real quick. No comments yet. So let's see. We got the Blizzard against the Sharks. We'll simulate that one. And after this, we'll check on the playoff picture again and see how it all turns out. And wow, the Blizzard take it by 1 against the Sharks. And that loss by the Sharks probably clinches them the first overall pick in the RBA draft. We'll have to see. I think that was the only game on that day. Yes. So let's check on the playoff picture now. Some games have passed. We're still waiting on these games to be decided. The Predators losing that one against the Admirals did not help their case at all. Let's check out the West. And yes, the Blizzard and the Admirals do clinch their playoff spots. We're still waiting on these two. Like I said, Vegas could jump up. The Sonics and the Knights could stay at 3 and 4. So we'll have to see how this thing plays out, man. I think, it's going to be close. I really think that, Cincinnati could make this playoff push. I would love for Cincinnati to make it because I think, I think the Sim has done them dirty this year. I think they're actually a very good team who could make a run. So hopefully they get in, and see how it goes. So here's the Knights. I'm going to let these games simulate. I'm not going to talk as much. And, we'll kind of discuss the playoffs when it happens. Wow, we got 3 games today. Adjusting my mic a little bit. And I do believe this is the final game of the season. I'm probably wrong on that. Nope. Okay, so we're going to get into awards. But you see, Bajaric wins MVP. Jonte Briggs wins Rookie of the Year. And like I said, I'm going to do separate videos on these awards, but I'm going to show you, what it shows me on the screen right now. Ross Sparks wins 6th Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Rico Danley. Clutch Player of the Year goes to Bradley Toney. Coach of the Year goes to I'm not even gonna pronounce that. He's not an RBA coach anyway. So there you have it. And like I said, I'm gonna get into these awards. So let's look at the playoff picture before we get into the actual bracket itself. So here it is for the West. We obviously knew that the West was a big question mark coming into the April. We didn't know really who was going to make it, but now we have it. The Blizzard get 1st place. The Admirals get 2nd place. They've lost quite a few games. Once we got to the mid-season point, losses kind of started stacking up for them. So hopefully they can have a strong playoff push and, they can do good in the playoffs. The Los Angeles Knights get the 3rd spot, and the Seattle Supersonics get the 4th spot in the Western Conference. Unfortunately, the Las Vegas Venom, the St. Louis Stars, the Oklahoma City Hammers, and the Denver Outlaws missed out on the playoffs. Let's go to the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference, you have the Montreal Moose going 1st place. Really not a shock. They've been pretty dominant all year. We got the Memphis Blues in 2nd place. The Pittsburgh Phantoms in 3rd place. The Cincinnati Tigers in 4th place. Unfortunately, the Atlanta Predators, the New York Skyliners, the Indianapolis Owls and the Tampa Sharks did not make the playoffs this year. Um, the Sharks coming into the year just struggled really, really bad. Not even in sim, but just in some games that we watched. The Sharks, yeah, tough break for them. I mean, hopefully they can turn it around next season. The Indianapolis Owls showed some promise to the start of the year, but just couldn't put it all together. They went 11-19. Probably, if I'm not mistaken, have the second pick in the draft. Yeah, they do. Followed by the Outlaws, the Skyliners, Oklahoma City Hammers, St. Louis Stars. There is no lottery in the RBA because we only have 16 teams. So it's going to be interesting how this draft looks for these teams. They're going to try to improve their roster. So we'll definitely see how that goes. I want to get into some stats real quick before we get into some announcements about, how this is all going to play out. So points per game, we got, I'm not even going to pronounce his name again. I already forgot. I'll be honest with you. He got 22 points per game, 7.3 rebounds. Carson Nash had 21 points per game. Danley had 20. Bird at 19. And Woodridge at 19. Here's the rest of the stats. I'm not going to try to name all these players, but I'll show you guys how the stats are looking like. Quick announcement too about the playoffs. We are going to be doing a 5-game series all the way through. So it'll be determined by 5 games. If it were to get to 5 games, if a team wins 3 straight, they've moving on to the next round. So let's get into some. I think we might do some predictions tomorrow about who's going to play. The playoffs will begin Sunday, so be on the lookout for that. We're going to do 2 games Sunday, and then probably 2 games on Monday to start out. Obviously, we're going to drop a podcast tomorrow about some predictions that I have. I think Anchorage is going to go all the way and win it. It's going to be Anchorage and probably the Moose, and I think Anchorage could take them down. Don't count out the Tigers, though. I mean, if they beat the Moose here, it's definitely going to be pretty tough for Memphis or Pittsburgh to try to take them down. Long Beach is going to be a tough one. The Knights didn't look too good in the games that they were showcased, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe they can turn it around. Before we go, we're going to get into the injury report. Can we do all teams? Oh, yeah, entire league. The only player is out is for the Skyliners, and they aren't in the playoffs, so unfortunate for them. Let's see. Boring live. Oh, that's your opinion. I ain't gonna get mad at you for your opinion. It's just what it is. You said boring live, though. Well, you're watching it, so. Let's see. I was gonna look at something for you guys. I forgot what it was. That kind of threw me off a little bit. Let's see. I think that's it. I think we covered everything with the playoffs. So, good luck to all the teams competing in the playoffs. I definitely think it's an interesting playoffs. I think we got some teams that could make a run. Definitely, I wouldn't count any team out. Even the Sonics, I think they could. If the Sonics beat the Blizzard, You know, I think they could probably go all the way. I feel the same for LA and Cincinnati. I mean, if Cincinnati beats the Moose, they're probably going. Pittsburgh, they've looked pretty good in showcase games this year, so they could be a real candidate this year, a real scary team in the playoffs. I don't really think there's a sleeper team here. I think we got some good teams. So, anyways, I thank everyone for tuning in. I think we had like 11 people tuning in to the last live, so I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. Quick announcement too. I appreciate you guys helping me almost reach 30 subscribers. I really appreciate that. I got that pretty much overnight. I made that video about the uniforms and how annoyed I was, and you guys like just shared that video. So I really appreciate you guys. Like that was incredible. But hopefully, let's do that again. Let's just share the stream. Let's just do it again, and let's just blow this thing up. So, anyways, I'm out, guys. Thank you for watching. Podcast tomorrow. Sunday is the start of the playoffs, so I'm going to take a day off Saturday, and we're just going to do the playoffs on Sunday early because everyone knows that's Super Bowl day. So, playoff games probably probably 11 o'clock Central Time. So, be on the lookout for that. I'll see you guys later. Peace.